College Commitment Day. This, if I had to rank some of the top events in a school year for me personally, this would certainly be right up there in the top three. This is an incredibly awesome day for our athletes, our student athletes who are achieving a goal probably that they've had for a long, long time. I wouldn't necessarily say a lifetime, but a long, long time. This is the culmination of a whole lot of work. It's a culmination of a whole lot of support. I would guess that the main reason why the people are here today sitting in this audience is because you somehow have had some part of the life of our 7 student athletes up here today. If you were a teammate, sometime along the way you helped them out. Maybe it even involved a little bit of a scolding or hey, let's pick it up. Or if it's a parent or a friend or a grandparent that's here today. Certainly along the way, you all, play a part in their success. And so while we are here to celebrate their success today, we are also here to celebrate your contributions and thank you for your contributions to their academic and athletic lives as well. So, as we move forward with the celebration, it's really important to me just to deliver this message that they are, a select group of student athletes who get to continue their sport as they go to college. They are going to go to college and they're lucky to continue their sport. I guess I want to put it in the right perspective. I don't know, I think 4% of high school student athletes in the state of Michigan get to go on to the next level. So 4% is a pretty select group. Then it is incredibly important, as I know that some of these guys have gone through injuries and other challenges, even up to this point in their lives and their sport. It's important that they remember that they are really going off to school to become probably a professional in some other area. And it's just awesome that athletics is going to ride along with them. So I'm going to encourage them to make sure that, they think about if their athletic career were to end tomorrow or in a week or in a month, that they stay focused on truly why they're going to school and what they're going to accomplish there, because that needs to stay the focus. So, having said that, I would like us all just to take an opportunity to give, seems probably a little bit weird, but a round of applause both for them and for everyone in the room for a cumulative effort in getting them to this point.
I'm honored to introduce you to both, I'll just come on up, both of you. Both of our signees this year, Ariana Cretion and Michaela Olson. And Ari is going to Eastern. She plays shortstop for us, and I believe she'll be an infielder, outfielder still somewhere in there, right? And then Michaela plays, she's a catcher and plays some outfield and other positions as well. So I know they'll continue on in that area or those positions when they go on to college. But as many of you know, especially the athletes that are, have signed, it takes a lot of commitment and a lot of hours on the ball field or in the cages working on their game, and both of these players are an excellent example of what hard work can do for you if that's your dream to go on and play on at the next level. And we're very proud of them. I know their teammates are very proud of them, and they are definitely positive leaders and role models for our program, and it continues to get better and better every year, and that's partly for their hard work and the other players on our team as well. So I'm just really proud of them as their coach, and I think about from the first day that I knew them as freshmen to now how much positive and how much growth they have had in the game, but just as young women as well and leaders. and they're going to continue on and do great things. So we'll be following them. Luckily, they're both close, so hopefully we can all stalk them and watch them in college and see how great they do and be really proud of their accomplishments. So that's what I'd like to say. Thanks. Yeah, you're welcome. Oh, and their parents. Thank you to their parents, because they wouldn't do anything without them for sure. I've luckily got me able to coach both of them and travel, so I know how much time they drive them around and, you know, make sure they get to practices and tournaments. And so thank you to Ari's parents.
Wow. So I remember one of my first travel softball practices when I was about 9 years old. My coach, John Tonner, had the entire team get in a throwing stance and would count out the steps on how to throw as all of us girls motioned through them simultaneously. I thought to myself, this is so dumb. We know how to throw. Why are we doing this? My coach said we'd thank him someday, and this is the day that I do that. The reason I stand up here today is thanks to every coach that I've been with, every day at the field with my dad and brother, and both my parents for endless support. So I'd like to thank my mom and dad for always believing in me, even when I doubted myself, paying for all my equipment, tournaments, and lessons, and for the countless hours spent on the road traveling to tournaments. Thank you to Coach Sosha for constantly getting on my last nerve with sprints, push-ups, and yelling at me to lay out. Because of you, I'm not afraid to go all out. Thank you to my older brother and sister for showing me what it means to work hard and have dedication. Also, thank you to my friends for being a great support system and always being there as someone to talk to. Softball is a sport that I have come to love and that has even shaped me into the kind of person I am today. I can't wait to see how it will continue to help me grow throughout college. There's no doubt in my mind that there will be great times, but also hard times. It will be a new level of work and dedication that I have yet to experience. But one of my favorite quotes is by Rocky Balboa. He said, "It ain't about how hard you hit, it's about how hard you get hit, how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward." So congratulations to all of you also, and remember to keep moving forward.
Okay. Most importantly, thank you everyone who is here right now, not just to make my day special, but every other athlete here with me. First off, I would like to thank my amazing parents for doing everything they could to get me to the place where I am today. You never stopped trying to push me until I made it. At times when I fell and felt like giving up, you were always right there to pick me back up and get me on my feet again. I'd also like to thank every teammate I've ever had, softball and basketball. Without a team would obviously not be possible. Without them, a team would obviously not be possible, and there would be no one there to push me harder to be the best I can be. My softball coaches throughout the years have helped me get to where I am today by giving me the strength and knowledge of the sport I've grown to love. And to Coach Sosha for helping me grow for the years I've been here at Northern, I wanted to say thank you. Thank you to my friends, to all of them who have made it to my games to support me throughout the years. I appreciate you all more than you know. My best softball memory would definitely be my first high school home run. I don't think I've ever ran so fast before in my life, even though I didn't have to. What I'm most looking forward to going to LBN is going to be able to know every single person there. That's probably the biggest perk of going to a small school and being able to leave college with so many connections and close friendships. So thank you, everyone.
My name is Drew Drummond. I coach the girls soccer team here, and when Devin arrived at Walled Lake Northern as a freshman, she was about this big, and the knee brace that she wore was about this big, and she looked really bionic, and I thought to myself, there's no way that she's going to last because she was so small. But at the same time, there was the first time I've ever been approached by a referee that said, you need to pull her off the field because she's using her knee brace as a weapon. And I thought to myself at that point, okay, I think maybe she'll make it. Devin is a perfect example of one of the saying, you know, it's not the size of the dog in the fight, but the fight in the dog. When she came here, she immediately showed girls how to kind of work through and work harder and at times be more aggressive than anybody else on the field. And since she came in as a freshman, she's been a real example, not necessarily vocally, you know, with upperclassmen, you know, older than her and things like that, but the way that she led from the front on the field, it was a real example to other players, and that hasn't stopped, you know, since when she was as a freshman, when she started as a freshman. As many of you know, in girls soccer and in soccer in general, it's not a real high-scoring game. And so a goal scorer is almost worth their weight in gold, and that's what we've had with Devin for the last few years. Every year you kind of worry, like, okay, we can defend, we can play well through midfield, but if we don't have somebody to finish what we create, then it's kind of all for naught. And one thing that we have here in Devin, and we're thankful, again, you know, as she leads us as in her senior year, is a bona fide goal scorer, and the envy of a lot of high school programs throughout the state. So it's been an honor to coach her. It's been an honor to work with her. Her commitment, her drive, her dedication, all of these things are things that Devin kind of epitomizes as a player, but also as a person. I do little kid soccer camps in the summer, and she's one of the first people that I call as well to say, hey, can you do the little kids summer camps? Because not only is she a really good soccer player, but she's a really great person and a great role model for both her teammates and for little kids who are looking to get into this sport as well. So congratulations to Devin. Congratulations to your parents. We're all really proud of you.
Thank you. Standing here today, my dream has finally come true. I couldn't be happier to be signing with Auburn University and sharing this moment with some of my best friends. I couldn't have done it without the support from the following people. First off, I would like to thank my parents. Thank you for driving me to all my practices and games when I was younger. Thank you for paying for my training all these years. Thank you for sacrificing your time to attend all of my soccer games, whether it was raining, snowing, blistering hot, or at 5 a.m. Thank you for challenging me so that I could be the best that I could be. Thank you guys for always believing in me and being my #1 fans. Second off, I would like to thank my coaches. I'd like to start off with my first coach, Jim Taylor. He saw the athlete in me before I did. I will never forget the first time I met him when I was 6 years old. I had to dice his son a couple times to be able to join a soccer team. I will never forget the time where we talked about my future and he told me I had something special. I still remember to this day that he told me I should follow my dreams and keep on challenging myself. Thank you for supporting me even when I was playing against you at Northern vs. Western games or a Jags vs. W3 game. Thank you, Coach Taylor, for introducing me to the beautiful game. Also, I would like to thank my Old Lake Northern varsity soccer coaches, Drew Drummond and Bill Fry. I'm watching you. I will never forget the time when I was a freshman and Drummond was constantly avoiding playing against me while we were scrimmaging at practice because I had my ACL brace on. I will never forget the time my 3v3 team beat Drummond's team in front of the entire school. I will never forget the time Bill promised the team ice cream every year I was on the team, but I specifically never got any. Also, I will never forget Bill's man marking formation. Thank you guys for making my high school experience a fun experience. Thank you for supporting my decisions and teaching me different ways to play soccer. Thank you for believing in me. To the Walled Lake Northern soccer girls, you guys are my second family. I will never forget the pasta parties or indoor soccer games to get us ready for the season. And all of us crying when I started crying at this event last year. You guys all challenged me to be the player I am today, and I thank all of you for that. To my school friends, thank you for supporting me at my soccer games and listening to me ramble off about what happened at my games this weekend before. Last but not least, I would like to thank my Beavers FC team, aka my 6v6 co-ed team, for making me the player I am today. I definitely couldn't have done it without all of you guys. I'm looking forward to attending Auburn University, meeting my new family, and getting my degree. I'm so grateful that Auburn University is giving me the opportunity to take the next steps in my soccer career. Congratulations to all of you guys. War Eagle.
Megan hasn't been with our northern team, but She is, I know from what other coaches have told me, is just an incredibly gifted athlete. She, has been an awesome addition here to her senior class, and it's really important that we acknowledge, her efforts. She hasn't given any less than any other athletes that are here today. So we want to make sure that, she feels a sense of accomplishment, and she has the opportunity to thank her friends and coaches and parents and family members as well. Her club coach, Doug Landefeld, is not here today, but here is what he sent us about Megan. As for our history, I've had the privilege of knowing Megan Young for 7 years and the pleasure of coaching her for the last 2. Megan is one of the most courageous and determined athletes that I have ever coached. It has been difficult for all of us to watch her fight back from 2 ACL tears. However, I had little doubt throughout this process that she would succeed. Her tireless work in rehab and her competitive spirit made her a certainty to get all the way back. I am so proud and happy that she will be attending and playing soccer at Florida Gulf Coast. She is a great example to other young people of a person who set a goal and was willing to push through any and all adversity to reach it. Thank you for honoring Megan. She will make us all proud, as she is destined to do great things on and off the field at FGCU. Megan Young.
I'm so happy and thankful to be standing up here right now, signing to play the sport that I've always loved. I'd like to thank all my coaches that I've had in the past, especially my current coach, Doug. I wouldn't be the player I am today without them. I'd like to thank my amazing teammates that some I've been lucky enough to be playing with for 7 years. My wonderful parents who have always pushed me to be my best, who have always been my #1 supporters, and I'm truly grateful for all the time and money they have put into this for me. It means the world. I'd like to thank my friends who have been there and supported me always. I'm thankful for the Michigan Wolves Hawks Club who have given me many opportunities and be able to travel all over the country. I've had a lot of great memories with my club and team throughout all the years. One of my favorite memories of my soccer career was scoring a goal in my second game back from my second ACL injury because it was such an incredible feeling, and all my teammates were so happy for me. They cried with me after the game out of pure happiness, which really was amazing and shows how much my team cares about one another. I'm very thankful for Florida Gulf Coast for giving me this amazing opportunity to play D1 soccer. I can't wait to continue to grow not only in my soccer abilities but also as a student. I'm very excited to be a part of the FGCU family. I hope and plan to make history there. Thank you.
I need to know who's going to have the timer, you or you. I usually have to have a timer when I start to speak, or they give me the cut motion. So I'm going to have to have someone help.
I got that right here.
You got that for me? Thank you, Mr. Cronin. 4 years ago, right about this time, I was getting ready for the 8th grade parent night. And I was sitting with a team of only 4 returnees to a golf team. Well, with a golf team, only having 4 players on a team would be very difficult. So I started kind of recruiting, and I went to the middle school. And before I knew it, first time and only time I went to the middle school, I had 8 wonderful young ladies at that meeting in the spring of 2012. And there was Danielle Frank and Amelia Erickson, out of several other ones that are in this room today. And basically my golf program, the Wall Lake Northern Girls Golf Program, is before the senior class and after the senior class. Before the senior class, mediocrity in terms of their success rate. After the senior class, 3 straight division championships, 2 girls that have been all conference the last 2 years, Danny for 4 years and Amelia the last 2 years, and just a countless sense of pride in our team that both of them have done, which I'm just so proud of. Danielle came in, I remember seeing, even before she started the season, the first time as a freshman, playing in tournament golf. Very excited. Kind of heady for a freshman coming in as the #1 player her freshman year. Amelia, on the other hand, one thing she said to me is, I'm going to get a college scholarship. That is my goal, is to get a college scholarship. Well, guess what? Both of these girls have a slot on a team with some college money, and that is awesome. That is awesome. I'm really going to miss you two plus the rest of the senior class. I just don't know what I know Amelia said, what are you going to do? What's going to happen next year? Don't worry. Your legacy, I can see, is strong. The freshman class coming in is really honored to have you two as two of the captains on the team as great role models. And I know you're going to be great successes here in the same conference, Northwood and Ferris State. And who knows, pretty soon I could be taking the drive up to watch a competition with the two of you. So good luck, both of you. I'm really going to miss you.
I wanted to start by thanking Coach Steiner. You are the true, oh my God, you are the true definition of what it means to be a good coach. You always made sure that it was a fun and relaxed atmosphere. So relaxed that you got out of your car at a red light to tell us you had the wrong coffee.
Off the record.
Well, they put milk in it.
Oh, we know. But most of all, I wanted to thank you for tolerating me at my sassiest, helping me become a good captain, become a better golfer, and a better person in general. I will cherish these last 4 years for the rest of my life. I also wanted to thank my parents and siblings for your unconditional love and support. I never would have gotten to where I am today without you. Thank you for continually pushing me to become a better player and pushing me to practice or work out even when I didn't want to. You've helped me become the person I am today, and I couldn't be more grateful. Again, thank you to Coach Steiner, my family, friends, and teammates. I am excited for the opportunity to play golf and continue my education at Northwood University.
Well, one of my favorite memories with Coach was sophomore year, and we were on Mystic Creek, and it was a home match. And of course, I was playing, I don't know who I was playing with, but I got up, and it's the 7th hole, and you said, Danielle, do not hit driver. I know you're going to slice it right, because I was slicing it that day. So I go, I'm going to hit driver. So of course I take it out right in the trees. He goes, really? You hit driver? I was like, yeah, of course I hit driver. Like, I love hitting driver on this hole. He goes, fine. So we drive up to the next shot, and he goes, okay, here's your shot. It tells me exactly what to do, and I step up and hit. I look at him, I was like, hey, good job. And he's like, well, I am your coach. I do know what to do. It's been really fun playing with you for 4 years. I've been really cherished to play with you. I just want to thank you so much for giving me the opportunity and pushing me to the hardest when I was at practice and goofing off with all the girls, and you were like, seriously, get it together, let's go. Go out there and sent me out by myself because, you know, I wouldn't focus if I was with other girls. And I just want to thank my parents for helping me through all this. I wouldn't have been able to do it without you guys. You put so much money in my golf game, it's crazy. I mean, my driver's like $300 just that. I just came back from a golf camp, which was super expensive for 3 days out in Florida, so I just want to thank you guys. I couldn't be here without you. I want to thank my beautiful neighbors who, if my parents couldn't, of course, drive me, they would always take me and drove around in the golf cart and watch me, even though they have no idea what golf even is, pretty much. I want to thank also my teammates for pushing me. You guys are the best, and I really love playing with you seniors for 4 years, and just like to thank the freshmen. I had a really fun year with you guys for our senior year, kick it off. And I want to thank all my other friends who have pushed me to do my best. Thank you, guys.
Congratulations to Mr. and Mrs. Hager. The fact that you have raised such a fine young man, regardless of his baseball talents, it's evident. It is evident. So, congratulations also to Devin's teammates. It's good to see you all. As most of you know, I'm not coaching this year, but in leaving you guys is the hardest part of that decision. So I wish you all the best going forward. I want to thank Mr. Froning too. He doesn't get a lot of thanks for this. This is a great thing that he does for all of the student athletes and all of the families. It's class. It's a wonderful tribute. So thank you for that. Well, we've done quite a few of these over the last few years, and this is my last one, and in many ways I think I've saved the best for last, or at least one of the best to be sure. Devin's going to Eastern Michigan University. He's going to play with two former teammates, Brendan Williams, Drake Lubin, two former Knights. That's cool. And both were captains, so that's awesome. He is, I'm not saying this to say hyperbole here. He is flat out the best defensive shortstop player that I have seen in a long time, and I would say in the state. I have not seen anyone better, and that is high praise. I would not say that if he was not truly some of the best, one of the best, if not the best. Even Coach Lamoretto was here, who was talking. I was talking to him earlier, and he was saying, you know, you've had Devin for so long. Every time he comes out, I watch him in warm-ups. It's like, you got him another year, you got him another year. And now he's glad that he has him another year, right? So he said, maybe 2 years? Dev is not only one of the best, but he's actually not even done getting better, you know? And that's really neat. He came to varsity his freshman year. It was a tournament. I think it was it Blissfield? Blissfield. Came up as a freshman. His JV coaches were telling me, oh yeah, you give him a whirl. We needed arms like we always do. He came up, ended up closing out a game, saving a game, played short, looked at my assistant coaches and saying, he's not going back, you know. And he has been on varsity every day since then. He stayed on varsity. By the end of his freshman year, he was starting at shortstop and helped us to win, our first district championship. So he's been a part of everything, of all of our successes, all of our championships throughout these years. He's a good student. He's a better ball player, but he's a great young man, and I will miss him. He is. He's leaving he's going to still got one more year. The program's in good places for Coach Lamoretto. I wish him all the best going forward. And thank you all. Thank you, Dev.
First off, I'd like to start by thanking my parents and my sister. I love you guys. Thank you for the countless hours you put into molding me into a better student, a better athlete, and a better man. Thank you for putting your hard-earned money into my sport and allowing me to excel as a player. There were probably other things that you would have rather spent that money on, but your selflessness to put that into my development has never gone unnoticed. Thank you for spending long nights studying with me or watching a Tigers game together. I'll be sure to try and get you guys free tickets and maybe some free gear as well if you decide to come visit me. Next, I wanted to thank Coach LaPlante. Thanks for giving me the opportunity to play and learn the ways of varsity baseball as a freshman. It should have been an overwhelming experience, but with constant instillment of confidence, you allowed me to be calm and collect in intense situations. Thank you for working with me for the past 4 years and constantly helping me develop and refine my skills in both the classroom and on the field. It was an honor to call you a coach for the past 4 years, and I'll carry the same life lessons I've learned with you to college and beyond. Lastly, I wanted to thank my teammates. Thanks for always having my back, no matter the situation. Baseball is a game built around failure, and you guys have made it a lot easier to deal with the failure because you always pick me up along the way after every mistake. The friendship and brotherhood that I formed with you guys will last more than the 4 years and will always live with me. My best baseball memory was winning district's freshman year. The program had a drought of about 10 years without winning anything, and winning that final game on district Saturday, in my mind, sort of culminated all the hard work that had been paved by past players and finally achieved by current players. You can't take away a district championship, and it is definitely something I will always remember. I'm most looking forward to playing with my former teammates Brendan Williams and Drake Lubin again at Eastern Michigan. I think that they will help me make the right decisions and properly adjust to the college life. I'm also looking forward to playing the game that I love at a higher level and competing for a MAC championship. Thank you.
How impressive, man. Thank you, students, for preparing. Awesome job. Really appreciate you talking to the audience. Gosh, what an awesome, appreciative, grateful day for everybody in the room today. Like I said, this is one of the top 3 days for me of the year, and thank you all for being here. One last thing, this is my 6th year in this job. Before the 6 years, I was a teacher and coach, and I loved that job. I would love it if I returned to that job. But, you know, I've seen it from both sides now in terms of being a coach myself and then being an athletic director. Wow, do our coaches give a lot. Our coaches give time, they give energy, they give money, they give their love to your kids and our students. And it's really, really important that as we go through a season, and things don't always go great on a team during a season. We all know that. Even when our teams are ranked #1 in the state, right, Coach Drummond and Coach Friend, there are still things that can be difficult on a team. And they give so much to our kids. How about one round of applause for our coaches? Please, let's just finish this the right way. Please finish this up for me. Today, it's a great day to be alive.